Hey guys, have you by chance noticed how I'm always wearing a hat? And I mean always wearing a hat. And have you ever asked yourself, well, gee, wonderhussie, you have all that pretty hair. Why don't you ever just let it down? Well, the answer to that is my hair is a disaster and I need help. Okay, I'm going to take my hat off, but just keep in mind, I washed my hair 2 days ago and I haven't curled it or anything, so it's just, well, you'll see. I don't know, I've never been one of those people who feels like I can wear my hair down because, yeah, sure, it's long, and yeah, sure, it's thick, and yeah, sure, it's shiny, even though the water out here is terrible for washing your hair, and I've had to experiment with about 50 different shampoos and conditioners, and I have to rinse it with vinegar because there's so many minerals in the well water here. Anyway, why don't I wear my hair down like this? I don't know, I just feel like it's bad. I have too many cowlicks and they don't lay right. Okay, now of course I'm doing this on camera and it doesn't look that bad, but I don't know. I just feel like I look weird, and it's because my hair stands up a lot. I don't know if you can see, but even though it's really long and heavy, that's a lot of volume, like weight pulling down on it, it's still not enough to get it to lay flat. Like if I wanted to do a Manson family hairdo, you know, or like a 1970s hairdo, which sometimes, you know, I would like to do. An old school 60s or 70s hairdo where I just pull it down like that. It doesn't lay flat. This cowlick right here in front is a real pain, and that's not the only one. I've got cowlicks all over the place. Ugh, enough of that. I'm putting my hat on. I don't know, I'm just really self-conscious about the way I look without a hat or the way my hair looks without a hat, unless it's the very first day after I've washed it and I've curled it and, you know, done it all just right. But who has time to do all that? Especially when you're sleeping in your car in a ditch, as I am often wont to do. So for a while, I considered getting bangs. Forgive me, it's hard to find exactly the right shade of hair color to make these fake bangs look like they're part of my hair. I don't know, what do you think? I know I did this in a video a few months ago, and I kind of thought, well, maybe I like the way I look. You know, like a ponytail would be cute. Or even wearing my hat would be cute. And even wearing my hat, sunglasses, and ponytail would be cute. But I don't know, somebody commented on that video and said, well, you struggle with acne, and if you have bangs hanging on your forehead and all the oils, I'm actually wearing 2 pairs of fake bangs because these ones are just way too light, but they're nice and thick. And anyway, fake bangs. Who knew that was a thing? It reminds me of a merkin. You know what a merkin is? I'll tell you. A merkin is the name for a pubic hair wig. And believe it or not, it's actually a real thing. Back in the Shakespearean days, or Elizabethan times, they had to shave their pubic hair because of lice. I guess crab lice was a big problem. But I guess for the prostitutes of the day, the courtesans, they had to look like they had pubic hair, so they had these little wiglets. Not too dissimilar to this, but I guess without the clips, because I don't know what you would clip a merkin onto. Matter of fact, I don't know how they attached merkins. I guess they must have had some kind of glue. Anyway, enough about merkins, and more about what should I do with my hair. Now, I guess I could wear it over to the side, like this. That doesn't look, I feel like that looks okay, but man, it's real windy today. If I went outside with it like this, it would just be a disaster in no time. I don't know. I mean, what I usually end up doing is this chestnut, and I pull it into a ponytail on top of my head and then loop it around a couple times so that I have a bun. But I feel like that's not a real hairdo, man. This is like the hair equivalent of wearing your pajama pants to Walmart. You know, even if I do clip fake bangs on with it. Well, I feel like actually the fake bangs, even though they're the wrong color, bangs actually do make this more of a polished hairstyle. My sister kind of has hair like this. She's got bangs, and when she puts her hair up in a thing and, you know, just has it like that, it looks, you know, it looks like it's an actual hairdo, and you could go, you know, I could go to dinner at Circus looking like this. Or, I don't know. Could I? Anyway, yeah, with as much trouble as I have with acne, I probably don't really want hair hanging down on my forehead, but I sort of feel like I need something to frame my face. Like, I don't feel like I'm one of those people who looks good with my hair pulled totally straight back. I mean, I don't know, do I? Like, you know, if I just wanted to pull my hair back into a very straightforward ponytail. First of all, it's almost impossible to do because it's so lumpy because of all the cowlicks. But if I did wear my hair like this, which would be pretty easy to do, even if I am sleeping in a ditch, I just feel like I look weird. Like I look like a pinhead, or I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just not used to seeing myself like this. What do you think? Let me know. Ugh, I'll regret saying this. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I've been thinking about this for quite a while. And I actually asked some guy friends what they thought. I asked my friend Terry, my electrician buddy, what he thought I should do with my hair. And he sent me a bunch of pictures off Pinterest of women with Karen hairdos, okay? You know, the classic Karen, I'd like to speak to your manager, middle-aged woman with chunky highlights, kind of a blunt bob. I feel like that's not me. Well, maybe it is. If the shoe fits, wear it. A lot of times I'll do a braid. What do you guys think about a braid? That doesn't look too bad. I feel like the braiding kind of poofs it up a little bit on the top and frames my face better. But then, you know, also I have this red spot on my ear that I've had people email me about many times over the years, and I did actually just go to the doctor and have him look at it, and he said it was fine because it hasn't changed at all in 2-3 years at least, and I do keep an eye on it. I just assumed it's because this is the side of my face that the sun shines on when I'm driving, and I spend a lot of time driving, so it's probably caused by sun. So I've tried, I mean, obviously the hat that I normally wear doesn't really provide any ear protection, so what I try to do is just pull my hair over the ear. Oh, I kind of like a braid with my hat. Maybe I should try this look. Or what about this look? Kind of the, I guess, Dorothy Gale from The Wizard of Oz. 2 braids. I don't know, sometimes I'll do this and I feel like, well, it kind of frames my hair right, but I don't know, I still feel like I just look weird. Well, there I go, back to my hat. I just feel like my hat, and I guess these glasses, are kind of like my identity at this point, so I just feel really weird if I'm wearing, well, not anything other than this hat. Any hat'll do, or just about any hat. I just feel like my head looks unfinished if I'm not wearing a hat, and that's not sustainable. I was kind of worried for a while that it was wearing a hat all the time was causing my hair to break off on my hairline, but that's not the case. I still have just as much hair as ever, but I just feel like I don't know, I feel like my look is kind of tired, and maybe it's time for a change. Now, my friend Carlo over at Villa Anita used to be a hairstylist. In fact, he once cut Mick Jagger's hair, and he cut my sister's hair once, and it actually came out pretty cool. I mean, it was a very edgy, weird cut with like really short bangs, and I mean, it would be quite a change for me, and I've considered letting Carlo cut my hair, but I don't know. He's got some pretty crazy ideas, and he's pretty out there, so I don't know. Like I said, I emailed my friend Terry and asked him what he thought. He sent me those ugly Karen hairdos. Then I asked my friend Scott what he thought I should do with all this hair. I mean, it looks like, I mean, I feel like I'm humble bragging. You know what humble bragging is? Oh, I have all this amazing hair and I just don't know what to do with it. Well, it's not the hair, it's the hairstyle that I'm having a problem with. Ugh. Anyway, I asked Scott what he thought I should do with my hair, and he sent me a bunch of pictures of Jane Fonda. And not Barbarella era Jane Fonda either. He sent me pictures of Jane Fonda, like, in her 50s, saying that I should get a shag, essentially. I guess this is more like a matronly shag. I mean, with this hairdo, I feel like I should be driving a station wagon load of kids to the PTA meeting. I don't know. Not so sure about this Jane Fonda wig. I ended up just Googling. Incidentally, yeah, this is how I fit all my hair up under these wigs. A little wig cap. Anyway, I just ended up Googling what is the best haircut for a woman with thick hair with a lot of cowlicks. And the answer was a pixie cut. I mean, for real. Okay, this isn't actually a pixie cut. This is more of a Joan Jett mullet. I got this wig, oh my gosh, 20 years ago at that same shop on Hollywood Boulevard where I tried to buy a Marilyn Monroe wig this past summer, and boy, that place has gone down the tubes. And in the meantime, since I made that video, I actually ran into a professional clown in Pahrump. It's a long story. Anyway, this woman, she's a professional clown, and she used to get all her beautiful clown wigs made by that same wig maker, and she said the original person sold it, it's under new management, and that's why the wigs suck nowadays. But back when I bought this there, I don't know, I thought it would be kind of a fun, kind of like Janet on Three's Company. Come on, knock on our door. Maybe not. See that? I also have a black wig cap for when I'm wearing a black wig, because you really don't want your wig cap showing around the edge. And oh my god, what a faux pas if I had this nude wig cap peeking out. Or what about this look? We'll carry on, we'll carry on. I just feel like I should be hanging out at a Hot Topic in 2003 listening to My Chemical Romance. Once had love and it was a gas. Huh? I don't know, I keep coming back to bangs, you know, like maybe some kind of little shag do, like, oh, like Linda Ronstadt, Stevie Nicks used to have back in the day. Or maybe like Jane Birkin. Je t'aime. Ugh, I just don't know which direction to go in. And, well, things are kind of coming to a head right now because I'm gearing up to go on a big trip. That's right, I'm going on an international trip to another country, which means I have to fly in an airplane, and which means I can't bring, well, when I'm traveling in my car, I can bring 3 cowboy hats and a big fur hat and all these different hats. Well, I'm not going to have room to bring all those hats. I'm going to have to figure out a way to wear my hair down, and God, it doesn't look as bad right now. I'm telling you, normally, when did I wash my hair? I think this is day 2. Yesterday I had fresh, clean hair, and I wanted to make this video yesterday because it would, you know, just falls better when it's fresh and clean. But I didn't have time. Anyway, this is day 2. You know, I might be able to get away with wearing it down on day 2, but by day 3, oh man, it's, you know, oily and flat and doesn't look fluffy, and gosh, I don't know, man. Ever since I was in high school, I feel like I had this problem. Well, no, I guess in high school I did wear my hair not parted down the middle. I always kind of did a side part, like over here. In fact, when I was younger, like 13, 14, I used to pull this maneuver, tease the old bangs up so that they stood nice and sky high, and then we used to tease the side out too. Ladies, remember this move? So you kind of had like a lion's mane. Oh my god, I don't know, I still really like big 80s hair, and I've gotten so much grief over it over the years. Like one time I was walking down the Las Vegas Strip just minding my own business, and some drunk frat bro yelled at me, "Hey, the 1980s called and they want their hair back." Well, what's it to you, man? Listen, that was him and his hair privilege, okay? He doesn't know what it's like to be me with 1,000,001 cowlicks, and this is the only way I can style it. Don't hate me because I'm hirsute. That's a fancy way of saying hairy. Anyway, I'm thinking about this as I pack for my trip, but it's not just about the trip, it's kind of like life in general. I've been feeling sort of lost, stuck, confused lately, and yes, I am going to put my hat back on. It's like putting on my blankie, my comfort blankie, you know? Like, this hat makes me feel good, especially when I have these up here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to bring these with me on this trip I'm going on because, well, America isn't that popular right now because of various developments in the place where I'm going. So I'm going to wear this hat because, like I said, it's my security blanket. I can't leave home without it, but golly, I can't, go to a nice restaurant wearing a trucker hat. I shouldn't even really be going a number of the places I do go wearing a trucker hat, but it's just sort of become, like my cartoon character look. Okay, you know how in the cartoons, like Charlie Brown is always wearing that yellow t-shirt with the black zigzag stripe on it? Or Shaggy is always wearing that green t-shirt with his brown bell bottoms. Well, I just wanted to be like a cartoon character, and so now I feel like if I put on this hat, and I put my hair in a ponytail, and I put on these glasses, well, I feel like I'm me. Whoever I actually am to begin with. I'm starting to wonder, I have so many alter egos. Is there an actual wonderhussie? Is there a Sarah Jane inside wonderhussie? That's right, my name is Sarah Jane. That's my first name, by the way, not my first and middle name. My name is Sarah Jane, like Billy Bob, Mary Ann. When I write it down on official documents, it's Sarah Jane, no middle name. Anyway, who is Sarah Jane? Is there any Sarah Jane left? Where does Sarah Jane end and wonderhussie begin? Or are Sarah Jane and wonderhussie one and the same? Man, my hair is so thick I can hardly even get these hair ties out of it. Anyway, let me know, seriously, if you have any ideas, especially if there's anybody watching who happens to be a hairstylist who understands hair. I don't want to just go have somebody cut my hair and go, oh, this will look good. No, you have to understand hair and movement and cowlicks and face shape and framing. I don't know. I don't know anybody like that. So if anyone watching has any useful advice for me, and I know a lot of guys watching are probably going to go, oh, don't cut all that beautiful hair. And it's true. I really do like having long hair some of the time, but honestly, I wear a dang hat almost every single day, unless I'm, going out for dinner, so I'm in a cowboy hat. I might as well just buy a trucker hat that has a fake ponytail wig attached to the back of it and wear that. But what if my hair is actually my strength? Like Samson in the Bible. Remember Samson and Delilah, where she cut off his long, luxurious tresses, and that was the secret to his strength, and she was able to beat him at arm wrestling or whatever it was they did? What if that's the case with me? Here I am complaining about how hard it is to maintain my hair when I'm sleeping in a ditch. Well, if I had that pixie cut that Google AI told me was the best haircut for a woman with thick hair with a lot of cowlicks, well, if I had a pixie cut, it'd be real easy to get up in the morning, just scrunch it, have a few little spiky things sticking up, and I could still wear a hat with it. It's like I'm wearing a wig now. This was the cut I did myself, by the way. I talked about this a couple weeks ago. I just did the 2 ponytail haircut, and it doesn't look very good, but that's also because if I would have blow dried it out and done the whole thing, it would look okay, but it's very time consuming. So yes, I should just get the friggin' pixie cut and be done with it, but I don't know. I'm just not sure I'm a pixie kind of a gal. So I don't know. You tell me. Seriously, what should I do with my hair? Keep it long? Cut it short? Get bangs? No bangs? Or just wear wigs? I could just bring wigs with me when I go camping. Post your thoughts in the comments. I am genuinely at a loss.